Oh, man. The fucking kitchen is killing me. My basement is full. I don't have a stove. I just want to cook in my own house. Is it wrong that I say I'm sick of pizza?
No, you can definitely get sick of pizza.
That's why we're recording in this place.
This place. This giant expanse full of wood.
Lots of it. It is really fucking dusty in here.
It smells like fucking Paul Bunyan's dick in here.
Hi, I'm Marcus.
And I'm Nick.
And we are Working Class Nerds.
We're the podcast that gives you no information about your favorite information.
Today is Thursday, September 6th, 2018. You can find this terrible, dusty podcast on Google Play, Buzzsprout, Apple Podcast, and Stitcher. You can find us on Twitter. I am at MarcusB814.
And I am at Nick Vern. That's Nickvern. And just a quick note before we get started. I don't know what I was thinking before when I stopped telling you guys about this, but please stop what you're doing. Go on Apple Podcasts and leave us a review. As long as it's 5 stars, you can say whatever you want. I don't care if you share all of your crazy political views or like your stupid cat pictures. Do whatever you want, as long as you leave a 5-star review.
Well, so I guess we gotta leave. Can I leave myself a review about you? I'll leave 5 stars, but I'll talk about how terrible you are.
Yeah, you can say whatever you want. You can say you hate the show. As long as it has 5 stars, it's totally fine.
So this week's episode, we're going to be diving into, guess what, the fall roadmap that was just released yesterday. So not only did they drop a roadmap on us early, they gave us a live stream. So there's a lot to talk about.
It's a lot. I'm excited about it.
You should be.
And I haven't even been playing SWTOR a lot.
Well, no, it's because you've been playing fucking Siege like a champion, or I don't even know what you've been playing.
A little bit. I'll get into that.
All right.
So, without further ado, go ahead.
No! I want you to go first today.
Oh. Don't I always go first?
Do you?
Yes.
Oh, I've been working too many hours.
Yeah.
Nick, what have you been doing this week? I'm just, oh, fuck.
That was awesome.
Yeah.
So, I've had a pretty, probably the most boring, doldrum existence over the past 2 weeks. I have an insane class schedule highlighted by my Wednesdays. I have class from 9 a.m. to 9:20 p.m. with 15-minute intervals in between each class.
That's the dumbest thing I've ever heard.
Yeah. So, obviously that fucking sucks. So I'm dropping one of the classes. That's a major factor in that. So I'll have a lot more time. It drops me down from 17 credits down to 13, which is a lot more manageable. And then I'll just graduate in the spring, and it'll make my life way easier. So I can happily bring you this dusty podcast.
It is really dusty in here. I'm just looking around. I'm like, fuck, I'm actually clean. Like, if I was working in here and you showed up and I was like, oh, all right, let's fucking record a podcast, I'd feel all right. But I was actually home and I showered for the first time ever in my life before the podcast.
Yeah.
And now we're back in my shop because my house is in disarray.
Yeah, because you're redoing your kitchen. You don't have a kitchen, and you've been eating straight pizza for the past 3 weeks.
Not just pizza, but like chicken francais from this pizza shop. Okay. Oh, I want to get chicken piccata from this pizza shop.
Right.
But I've had zero interest in Chinese food.
Yeah.
Just something about the chicken finger and me right now is just not friendly.
Yeah, there's a lot of saltiness in that. So like if I come home from working or something or doing a lot of physical something, I don't want to eat like a bunch of salty food.
I love salt.
Well, I know.
But it's not okay what's going on in my house. And then I'm 3 weeks into this thing.
Yep.
You know what my wife said to me today?
What?
Just before I left.
Oh,
Ready
boy.
for this?
Yeah.
When is this going to be done? Because I need to finish getting ready for this baby. Like, I've produced so much work in this goddamn fucking kitchen.
Yeah.
So goddamn fast.
Yeah, you've done like 3 months worth of work in like 3 weeks.
Basically. Well, no. I basically, in 3 weeks, I've done 6 weeks worth of work. Because it's usually 6 weeks to template. Okay, and my stone got templated today. But we're not going to talk about that.
What the fuck have I been up to?
Yeah, so I understand your week has sucked, and you've cut back a class, and now you're at 13, but so what else have you been doing?
So, I did game a little bit this week, and I received a really cool email earlier this week, which I'm sure a lot of people who play Siege got, but it was from Ubisoft. The email said something to the effect of, hey, we know that you play a lot of Siege on console, and we're looking for more players' input on our PTS for the PC version of the game, because they're coming out with a new update. So they have the PTS is running the new update with a new map and new operators, so they want to see...
Do they not do PTS on the console?
I don't think so.
Okay.
At least not. I mean, it's a 3-year-old game, so they might have, like, waning... Well, actually, I don't know how you would do a PTS on a console. I don't think I've ever had a PTS on the console.
I have no idea. I'm just asking. I know there's PTSs for almost... I know the Division has a public one.
Right.
There's a bunch of them, so...
Well, anywho. So I got an invite for the PC version, which was awesome. I was like, oh, fuck yeah. I immediately downloaded it and started jamming, on my PC. I only ended up playing like 3 games, but still. My walking ability... So transitioning from console to keyboard and mouse. Yeah, ASD. That was okay. And my mouse,
mediocre?
It was okay, like, aiming the gun and stuff, that was fine. And then walking was fine, but, like, crouching or, like, switching guns, like, I had to, like, kept looking down at the board and I would get killed. It was terrible. I felt like an old person.
And everybody that plays on a PC is way better than you're used to.
Right.
Because you know that a guy has... 0.32 seconds to turn the analog stick, where the mouse, they just move.
Like insta.
Yeah, insta-death.
Right. So, I did okay, but I would definitely like to play more, and it makes me want to, like, go get Siege, just for PC.
I think I saw it on cdkeys.com for, like, $8.99.
The base game's not a lot. The problem is you want, like, the extra operators now. So, like, I'd be starting fresh. So I should really get, like, the full version of the game, or like one of the
latest and greatest.
Yeah, which would be pretty expensive, like closer to $60 or $80.
I think all games should have a PTS.
Yeah,
because basically they're rolling out this giant update.
Yeah,
and they want to see how bad they fucked it up.
Right,
basically, and believe it or not, those 3 matches that you played, it actually helped the developers because. They're like, okay, this guy played 3 games, but while he was playing it, Johnny Smith in Arkansas had, 4 megabits of lag more than you, which affected their game, and they can kind of fix all that shit.
Right. It was cool, too, because I could actually play some of the new operators, which is always sweet. Actually, I had a point about the PTS. Yeah, it's a win-win to definitely do a PTS for... from the developer's standpoint, because they get to fix all their bugs, because the players are going to find them, and players are pumped to jump on a PTS. I know I am anyway. I know you like him too. You've done it for SOTOR, because you get to try out all the new content before it's actually released. So no one's, it's a win-win. People get stuff early, and the developers get help finding all the bugs.
The PTS that we did for operations in SOTOR was awesome.
Yeah.
Because as a raid leader or an ops leader, it helped you because when you get into the actual fight, you actually have a clue. Like, I still didn't know how to do it.
Right.
But at least I've been there, so I have more experience. When you go in there completely blind, it makes it hard, and I feel like it creates tension because, Johnny Smith may have an idea, but his idea is fucking stupid because we tried it 100 times in the PTS. But, it's... Yeah, PTSs are good.
It's a win-win.
Yeah.
I think it's a great idea.
And so one thing I'm just going to bring up before we move on, because I'm really excited that you played on the PC.
Yeah.
Because believe it or not, like, the PC is the way to be.
Oh,
because,
for sure.
You can play. So the other thing is hook your controller up to your computer.
Right.
Because believe it or not, you're so good at the game. Yeah, there's going to be the guys that have the super snipe with the mouse, but you actually might do pretty well with the controller.
Right.
So, and so many of these games are perfect controller support for the PlayStation controller or the Xbox that you should be able to just plug it in and play.
Yeah.
And be able to rock out and feel comfortable. And if you find like you're getting your ass kicked,
then switch over.
Right. But it takes about a month to really get used to it.
Yeah.
And the other thing I heard you say was you're playing a 3-year-old game. I'm playing a 6-year-old game.
Right.
You know what I mean? So, like, the fact that they're dumping this much money into the Siege community just means that people are playing the game.
Yeah, I think the esports for Siege are like the biggest they've ever been right now.
Exactly.
It's
That's
really
what I mean.
cool.
Yeah, so it's awesome to hear a game that's 3 years old is cranking along.
Right.
I see all these games, and as much as I want to play them, I'm happy in my little SOTOR world.
Right.
With a little bit, like 2 hours a week of World of Warcraft, which I'll get into that later.
So what else from the PTS? I did not play the new map, unfortunately.
How come?
It just didn't pop up in the 3 games.
It happens.
But I did play the 2 new operators, Maverick and Clash.
Wait, is Maverick dressed up like Maverick from Top Gun?
No. No, he is a pilot, though. He's a pilot from the
yes!
Royal Air Force.
Way to go, Ubisoft.
It's awesome. He's not an American guy. He's British. Or from, somewhere in Great Britain. Whatever. He's a pilot.
He's Top Gun.
Yeah.
The next operator will be Goose. And he dies by ejecting.
Right. But Maverick is really cool. He's an attacker, and he has a blowtorch that can make holes and reinforce walls and stuff. So he can make a big circle and make an opening for you to walk through, or he can just burn peepholes, which is sweet. So like I saw somebody online use a Maverick Blackbeard combo. So Blackbeard has a shield on the front of his gun so that you can't shoot him in the head while he's aiming down his sights. Mm-hmm. So like Maverick can make a peephole in a reinforced wall, and then Blackbeard can peek through and just mow everybody down inside, and his shield on his gun will take all the bullets.
Huh.
So Blackbeard's shield will break, after a couple shots, but still, those couple shots that buys you a lot of time.
So what you're saying is you make peepholes.
Yeah, pretty much. Or also known as
you're a creep.
Also known as glory holes.
Well, whatever, but you're a creep.
Clash, I wasn't super into. A lot of people are really liking Clash because that operator is a defender with a shield, which is they've never had someone like that before. Only people with riot shields have been attackers before. But Clash has a fully transparent shield that covers the whole operator's body, and it has these electric shocks that come out, which is pretty cool. So you can damage gadgets and stuff like that, or shock people.
So basically, they made a tank.
Yeah, it's basically a tank, but you can't really attack while you're covered.
Yeah, but he's basically a tank.
Right.
So if his teammates are behind him and he's got that
they
shield,
can just basically snap shoot in paintball out and shoot people.
Right. So he's basically created a tank.
Yeah.
Tank class.
It's pretty cool.
And there's no need for a healer because
there is a healer. There's Doc. Doc has a stim pistol. I think you get 3 shots and it'll heal somebody 50 health or something like that. So you could have a tank and a healer to relate back to your
basically that's what they're doing.
Yeah. At least on the defensive side.
Yeah, but that's when you need it.
Right.
You don't need a tank on the offense.
Right.
The offense, you want to blow shit up and kick in doors.
Right. One last thing before I kick it on over to what the hell you've been up to. I want to give a little teaser for next episode. I will be picking up the new Spider-Man game for PS4 tomorrow, which is supposed to be legit.
So it's based off of Batman Arkham.
Yeah.
It's the same game mechanics, just on steroids because you can fly around with his web.
I'm pumped about that. I like that game style anyway because in, Shadow of Mordor and Shadow of War, it's a very similar game mechanic.
Oh, it's the same thing?
Similar, yeah. So beating up hordes of people and sort of climbing around. It's sort of kind of Assassin's Creed style,
Who made the game? Warner Brothers?
Yes. Warner Brothers made it.
Yeah, so it's basically, it is the Arkham. I thought it was the Batman Arkham series combat style.
That's cool. Oh, Monolith and Warner Brothers is who made the Shadow of Mordor and Shadow of War.
Oh, right. So they're basically using the combat mechanics
from the Arkham
games.
games.
Yeah, but those Arkham games are one of the most popular ever of a Batman game.
Yeah. I'm excited. I really want to play this game. And
is it co-op?
I don't know. I just know it's gotten great reviews, and it's Spider-Man, and it's got those type of mechanics, so I'm really looking forward to it. And Al is like, hey, bitch ass, come pick me up. We're going to get this game. So, shout out friend of the podcast, Al.
Well, Al needs to come. He can't come on the next episode because that's our live episode,
right?
And we're gonna fail at that miserably.
Yeah, we don't. And Al does. We don't need Al to contribute to the failure.
No, but maybe after that we gotta have him back on.
Also, I'm gonna be starting to play God of War soon, Marcus. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge.
It's not my fault. So I'm pretty sure the disc is inside my PlayStation.
Oh, but you just haven't had the time.
But I think Detroit... I can't find the Detroit Human case. And
Oh.
and I've always bitched at everybody, like, put the game back in its correct case. I opened up the God of War case. I'm like, oh, here it is for next. Open it up, no disc. And I was like, the fuck is it? And I'm like, oh, it must be in the PlayStation. But the last game I played on the PlayStation was Detroit Become Human.
And you can't find the Detroit case, so now you're at a conundrum because you don't want to take it out with
Right,
nothing
and
to put
as
it in.
I said, my basement is full
Yeah,
of
it's
shit.
just full of stuff.
And my wife's like, oh, just move it all. I'm like, where the fuck are we going to move it?
You can rent a tent in the backyard.
Yeah, we'll go get one of those pods and just put it in the driveway. What's in the pod? My office.
Right.
When is it coming out? Never.
Yeah, it's just going to be there. It's a permanent residence pod.
Because even once the kitchen's done, I still have nowhere for that shit to go.
Oh, right.
It's not like my office is going to be in the kitchen.
Oh, fuck, I didn't even think of that. You're going to need a pod.
Yeah.
Or expand the shop.
She would kill me. Anyway.
Back at the ranch.
Yeah.
So, that's it for me. Marcus, what has life brought your way this week? That might be the most, fluttery thing you've ever written in the show notes.
Well, it's because in the template it says, what SOTOR bullshit do you have to tell me? And I'm like, I don't really want to tell you any bullshit.
Oh, so you just spiced it up and made it a lot more positive. I get it. But anyways, let's hear it.
Well, as I said, I'm in the middle of the kitchen. The stone template got done today. You know, my wife is all over me to finish, and I'm 3 weeks in. Blah, 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 blah. But this week, I've made significant time to get back into gaming, because last week, 2 weeks, I barely gamed, and I went kind of
mentally
wiggy.
crazy.
No,
Yeah.
I lost my mind a little bit. I didn't find my inner me.
Yeah.
You know?
You need, separate time just to do your own thing.
Well, I just need to enjoy games.
Yeah, that's what I mean. You need time for both. It can't be all work and no play. Makes Marcus and Nick bad podcasters.
Well, even if we do game, we're still going to be bad podcasters.
That's
we're
true.
completely fucking terrible at this. What do you mean? I mean, I randomly started our podcast over nothing because we just started rambling, and I clicked record.
Yeah, I know, and I just went with it.
Yeah, exactly. So, Sunday night, it was Labor Day weekend, so Death Star Troopers took the night off. I gave basically the team the night off because it seems like every holiday weekend, everybody's always busy.
Yeah, that makes sense.
But then everybody ended up playing on Sunday
And you were the only
in
one
separate
busy.
places. No, in separate places.
Oh, okay.
But I did run with the new Outriders, Intastar. You played with him on Fun Feeling Mondays.
Oh, yeah, okay.
He said they were doing something. He posted it in one of the chat, 5,466 chats I'm in on Discord.
I had to mute my Discord. There's a lot of chats.
Insane.
And you're in way more than I am.
Yeah, it's insane. It used to all fit in one column on my phone screen, but now to go through them all, I have to scroll through. But that doesn't matter. So anyway, so he invited me. So I jumped in their Discord, and I've run ops really smooth, and I'm not talking shit about any raid team ever I've run with, because everybody is great. But you know when the sun and the moon align and everything just happens perfectly?
Yeah.
So we did EV because they were like, we only have an hour, and I was like, whatever you guys want to do. So we did EV.
Yep.
No joke, we did it in 40 minutes.
That's fast.
It was insane.
That's the one with Soa, right?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Where you took the plummet to the bottom of the...
yeah, I took a nice swan dive.
Yeah,
I got a 10 out of 10 from the judges.
Yeah, you did a belly flop onto Soa's bottom.
Right.
Anyway, so we had fun there. It was awesome. I mean, you remember the puzzle?
Yep.
Where, the pylon things you moved, the top one was already solved for us.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, it was, insanely fast. They were like, oh, here you guys go. It's Labor Day weekend. We're going to get this done really quick. So, thanks to those guys for having me. It's always really fun to run with a team that you've never run with because everybody has their own play style.
Right.
You know, hearing, their style of the mechanics. You know, there's certain things that are all the same, but, some of the fights, it's just different.
Yeah.
Different than I do it or anybody does it. Well, I just fail. I rely on everybody else. But anyway. But then I got back into Fun Feeling Mondays this week, and it was awesome. I got to kick Brian out because, Brian has to go to bed at, 8 o'clock p.m. Central, which is, 7 o'clock Eastern. Before we even do Fun Feeling Mondays, he's already in bed, and he just joins the Discord and talks to us.
That's just terrible.
Yeah, so he was in it, and he was running, and I kicked him out of the group because we had a first-timer come.
Oh.
And that was actually, it's like when you came. It's awesome, man. So the first op that you're going to do in Star Wars, EV.
Right.
So we did it again. It's epic as fuck bringing somebody new because they're just you can hear it wow, this is cool. Oh, this is cool. Oh, wow. You know what I mean? No matter how many times you do it.
Yeah.
And I even put in the notes that you can relate to that.
Yeah, definitely. The first time I was it's cool to see the scope of everything. It's this is kind of a complicated puzzle with the pylons and stuff. Once you figure it out, it's relatively straightforward. But doing it for the first time, and I got to push the buttons, which always makes you feel cool.
Yeah.
That's definitely, it's a sense of wonderment, like a kid in a candy store, the first time you
Yes.
I don't know how to explain it, but it's a cool experience.
Absolutely. So we had a full 8, which, some of the new guild members, to Bad Feeling, a bunch of new people came. I'm hoping we get 8 to 16 every week, because that would be great to run 16-man ops every Monday night. Then Tuesday, I wanted to be home so bad for 9 o'clock.
Yeah.
Because the Gree monthly event is back.
Yep.
And one of my favorite fights in SOTOR is Operator 9. And this other fight is the Xeno Analyst, but he's only available to fight when the Gree are in town, essentially.
Oh, okay, yeah.
So during this event, and I love this fucking fight. I love it. So I'm I'm going to be home for 9. I'm going to get in there, and I'm actually going to do it. Nope. I had to finish working in the shop.
Yeah.
I was super fucking busy, and I'm I'm going to get there, I'm going to get there, I'm going to get there.
Didn't get there.
Nope.
What time did you get back?
9:15. They were just fucking finishing it. So, I jumped in the Discord, and they were like, oh, hey, Marcus, but shut up, because we're in the middle of the fight. Oh, do this, and I know it's the end of the fight, and I'm
Fuck.
And I missed it, and they're like, yep. Done. And I'm son of a bitch. But either way, there's these rampages where you kill 150 enemies around a planet. Mm-hmm. So it's for that conquest system. And so everybody was doing that, so I actually hit my personal target.
Oh, that's sweet.
Yeah, I don't ever really do it because all I really do is ops. You can call me lazy. You can call me an asshole because I'm not helping the guild, but I'm helping the guild by doing ops.
Yeah, and you give them a shout out on the podcast every week. Or every 2 weeks. That's pretty sweet, too.
Well, it's because I want everybody to come do ops with me.
Right. That's true.
So either way, that was Tuesday.
Yep.
Last night, our fearless leader, Jana, was out. So I told him, don't worry, I'll take care of it. Mm-hmm. And we had two people that were out.
Yep.
And then yesterday was Rack Evans' birthday.
Oh, wow.
Happy birthday!
Happy birthday, Rack Evan.
Yep. So his wife was taking him out for a nice steak dinner and a taco.
Sweet.
And
wait, steak and a taco?
Yeah, why not? It's the two greatest things ever.
Yeah, but then you have to make 2 stops, don't you?
That's a good call.
Yeah.
Maybe a steak and a pancake?
Steak and a beer?
Perfect.
There we go.
Thank you. See, I fucked it up.
Back to reality.
Yeah, exactly. So, anyway, we had 3 fill-ins last night. Who came? Into Star, who I ran with the new Outriders. Then Rubes came, and we had Scrubland Shad show up, and he's always great to have.
Friend of the podcast, Scrubland Shad.
Yep. And they were awesome to have, and I enjoyed having them come because then we all got to run. We did Terror from Beyond, which you remember those cores that shoot lightning.
Yep.
Stay out of the lightning, Nick.
Yeah, I couldn't avoid it if my life depended on it.
Exactly.
Which it did.
Yep. So we did that, and we one-shotted everything, which was really fun. Because anytime you have 3 people that are fill-ins, no matter how skilled they are, it's kind of hit or miss.
Right.
How we get
How the chemistry, like...
Yeah, the chemistry. It's all about chemistry. Anyways, and then we went and visited the Golden Chicken in Taboro's courtyard, and we violated him, and, and took him downtown, Julie Brown, and took care of that. Whew. Man, so much snooze, dude. Oh, my God. And I haven't even gotten into the SOTOR stuff yet.
I know, this is great. So...
Either way. So this Sunday...
Yep, this Sunday.
I'm a guest on the AIE podcast, which is basically the guild-wide podcast. Mm-hmm. Then, on Tuesday, I'm going to be on the Bad Feeling podcast with Chuck and Brian.
Right.
Like, holy shit. There's only one more podcast I need to be on. And then I've been on every single SOTOR podcast. And that's the Council. The Council SWOTOR. So, hint, hint. Magic Ace, Redna, Elise, Sakari. I would love to come on your show and talk about SOTOR.
Yeah.
Hint, hint.
Wink, wink, nudge, nudge.
Nudge, nudge. So, either way, it was really, that's, whew. I think it's getting insane, all these podcasts. It's like a lot of talking.
Yeah, I can tell you're a little worn out with the talking.
Well, no.
Not for right now. No. That's not what I meant. But.
No. I'm not worn out at all. I think it's exciting. I love to talk about this game. I absolutely love it. I want everybody to come play it with me, with you, with the AIE peeps, everybody. So I will do one more shout out to Dent. So if you're around this Friday, Dent is hosting a Flashpoint Friday. Okay. So basically, I think he's been doing it once a month or once every couple weeks or something, where he just on a Friday night he does a bunch of Flashpoints. Yeah. And he calls it Flashpoint Fridays or something. Triple F. I don't know. But either way, so if you want to do it and get a hold of Dent in Discord or get a hold of me, and then I'll make sure I get you guys a Discord invite because he runs all of the Flashpoints. I think he just randos, picks them, and goes and does it.
Sweet.
So if all this sounds fun to you, go to aie-guild.org and get our Discord information so you can jump in the SOTOR channel and ask for a guild invite. I mean, who wouldn't want to come play this game with Nick and myself and everybody else that we get to play with?
I certainly want to come play.
Well, I hope so. We got to get... Well, but I understand. You absolutely love Siege. So when you're playing that, that's like your SOTOR.
That's true. That's my SOTOR right now, for sure.
It's been for a while.
That's what I mean. Like, yeah, the other games have come and gone, and Siege has remained.
You know what? You always go back to it.
Yeah.
So just because you play a game and then come back to it, that's your heart.
Right.
Like SOTOR, like I'm playing a little bit of World of Warcraft.
But you're playing mostly SOTOR.
Right, but like I'll play it for a couple hours, and after a couple hours, I feel like I'm cheating on SOTOR.
Right.
I gotta go play it.
Right.
So anyway, I know we're in the shop, but I really need to use the bathroom.
Sure.
And there is no bathroom in the shop, so we gotta go next to the building.
Oh, boy.
All right, let's do this.
We'll be right back. And we're back. So today, we're going to dive into the fall roadmap released by Keith yesterday. This roadmap introduces the next major storyline, as well as exciting new gameplay, guild focus improvements, and more coming this fall in Star Wars: The Old Republic.
I can't fucking wait to talk about this.
This is awesome.
I sent it to you purposely because I think this roadmap is really good.
Yeah.
But even more so, it might be because they haven't said anything for months. Mm-hmm. Really, truly. So anytime you get a taste of the new content, you get really excited. But let's go. Ready?
Yeah. So the first chunk says, Summer of PvP update. So over the past few months, you have been asking for increased interaction with the development team. So in our ramp up to game update 5.9.2 Galactic Legend, we've revitalized our public test server process and made significant changes based on your feedback. Your participation was a key part of the update, which includes a new 4v4 Mandalorian Battle Ring Arena and a new Rishi Hideout Stronghold, where you can now host your own PvP battles. We've been enjoying watching all of the creative ways you have been using and fighting in your Rishi hideout strongholds. We've also just wrapped up PvP Season 9, and Season 10 is underway. Most players have secured their new rewards, including weapons, titles, mounts, flares, and more. We'll wrap up this PvP summer with the new 8v8 Vanden Hutball Warzone, coming with game update 5.9.3, Fame and Fortune. We're targeting mid to late September for this update, and is currently live on the PTS.
I personally love the new name of the Hutball map. It's called the Sky Shredder.
Oh, that's sweet.
That's an awesome fucking name.
Yes,
like,
absolutely.
way to go, guys. That's an awesome name. It's not just Quesh Hutball. It's the Sky Shredder.
Yeah.
Like, I want to play that just because.
I do
and
too.
there's no walls, so you can be force pushed off the walls and die.
Oh, that's sweet.
Imagine having the Hutball, and you're running, and somebody's just like, force blast, see you later.
Yeah.
And you're like, fuck.
Where does the Hutball spawn if you get knocked off the map?
Back in the center.
Oh, so they could be... That's interesting.
So, yeah, because, you want to, like, kind of be strategic, so you don't ever want to just be in the middle, but this map is going to force you to be in the middle because
a little bit, right.
You can get blown off the edges.
Right.
I think, PTS, right?
Yeah.
We were just talking about this. I think the PTS is great for stuff like PvP and even operations. Not the story much, because that's solo content, and you can't really screw that up.
Right.
But all the other stuff, I think a PTS is great because now you're getting people that care about it to do it. I watched the live stream that they did yesterday at 2:30 Eastern time, because that's the only time zone.
Yep.
And, I've never realized how toxic people are.
Oh, like in the chat?
Oh my god, dude. There's this one dude, and I'm not even going to call him out because it's not even worth my time.
Yeah.
But dude, he just acts like a dig-a-douche.
Yeah.
And like, he's saying stuff to the devs like, if you hate this fucking game so much, quit the goddamn game. Like
what?
Yeah, like, totally. Like, just blasting these guys over stuff that obviously they can't fix.
Right.
Like, obviously, dude, you can't fix it. But you continue to play the game that you hate so much, just quit it.
Right.
And just, there's so many people that are toxic, and I just don't get it, man. Like, these guys, they're putting out a game that we all love, and if you're one of the most people I saw watching the stream, 862 people.
Yeah.
If you're one of those 862 people watching it, you're pretty invested in the goddamn game.
Right.
And if you hate it that much, why are you watching the stream?
Exactly.
Uninstall it and quit the goddamn game.
Right. And move on with your life.
Exactly. Like, go play
World of Warcraft.
Go play Fortnite.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
I'm just saying, I'm not a Fortnite guy, but I'm just saying, if you hate the game so much, go play something else.
Yeah.
There's my rant. Be nice to the devs because they work fucking hard.
Right.
Some things they do are dumb, and we tell them they're dumb.
And then they fix them.
But even if they don't fix them right away, hey, you made a stupid mistake. When was the last time you made a mistake at work, Nick?
Last time I worked.
Hey, guess what? I make one every day.
Right. Yeah.
So, so people fuck shit up all the time. Just like, they're doing the best they can.
Right.
And they're giving us everything. Like, over the course of the last year, we've gotten a new op. We've gotten new flashpoints. We've gotten new story. We've gotten a shit ton of PvP. They even fixed GSF, the Galactic Starfighter, which, if anybody plays that, you're like God to me, because I get in it and I immediately go upside down and crash into an asteroid. I just don't get the whole airplane flying up and down. Like,
I gotta try that, because like if you ever play the Battlefield games, flying in that is like a big learning curve, at least for me. Some people are like real pilots, and they're like nasty at it. They can do barrel rolls, they do strafing runs, and it'll be like inches over buildings.
Yeah.
And like, just if you get a really good pilot like that in a Battlefield game, you're fucked. You just fuck up the whole game.
yes.
But,
and that's why I don't play Battlefield, because the graphics are awesome and the gameplay is awesome.
Yeah.
I just can't drive a tank. I can't drive the Jeep.
Yeah,
I
right.
crash.
Right.
Every time.
Yeah.
Like, I don't even have to get killed by somebody else. I just kill myself.
Yeah. I'm okay at the tanks, usually. Keyword being okay. But
I can't even shoot the missile right. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
there's a guy driving and then there's the guy missiling.
Yeah.
I'm the missile guy and I still fuck it up. No thanks.
Oh.
But either way. So they've given us a shit ton of content this year.
Yeah.
And is it, for the first time ever since I've been playing the game, I can say they've accommodated every single person in the year 20 great team.
Yeah. Right, they've hit a lot of PvP stuff. They did a new op. They have new story content.
Yep.
They've done everything, and they fixed Galactic Starfighter.
Yes. So they've done it.
Right.
Take it easy. Anyways, moving on.
Back at the ranch.
Yeah, that was my fucking. I went crazy yesterday. Remember how crazy I went when that Dunkin' Donuts coupon?
Oh my god. Okay, we got to do a sidebar here. So I was helping Marcus with what the hell? I don't even remember what we were doing. Some project, and we got Dunkin' like afterwards.
You worked.
Yeah.
Oh, we were working in an office. We were trimming an office for my electrician.
Yes. So I was making a little extra cashola on the side. Marcus needed some extra help. It was a win-win scenario. So we would go and get a nice coffee, I think as we were leaving. And Marcus was like, oh, sweet. Sip, play, what is it? Sip, play, win or something like that?
Yeah, sip, play, win.
Yeah, and it's
the key word is win.
Right. So we're like, all right, cool. This is like the Monopoly thing for McDonald's. It peels off the sticker that's on his cup. And it's like...
Any latte for $1.
And it's like, what the fuck is this? This is a coupon, not a prize.
Yes. I went ape shit.
Yeah, you're not winning anything if it's a coupon. It's
right.
just a fucking coupon.
Like, give me one free Munchkin.
Right.
Donut.
Done.
Then you won. I'd feel accomplished. I would go get my pumpkin Munchkin and pop it in my mouth and drive home and be like, I'm a winner.
Yeah, I would get back in the drive-thru line just for that.
Yes. But needless to say, so I fucking lost my mind. And Nick is just laughing at me this whole time because I'm going crazy because I'm like, I didn't win anything. This is a coupon.
Right.
I can open up the Sunday paper and get a fucking coupon.
Right, for free without having to do anything.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So, fuck off in your coupons.
Exactly. But if you're going to do peel sticker things that say win on them, make them actually free shit.
Yes.
Yeah.
One free Munchkin.
It's all I asked for. It's just one free Munchkin.
Exactly.
So, back at the ranch. Oh, the story updates. So... the headline is what's in a story. With game update 5.10, Jedi Under Siege, it's a great word. The next phase of the SWTOR storyline will kick off with a bang on the ancient Jedi world. Ravaged by a cataclysm centuries in the past, this beloved planet has been part of the Old Republic stories since the original Tales of the Jedi comics, and we're really excited to bring it to life for our players as a new daily arena with separate Republic new daily area with separate Republic and Imperial storylines. I got a little too excited there.
That's right.
With this ancient world, we will see the return of several fan-favorite characters, as well as the introduction of some exciting new characters, including a powerful Jedi veteran. I like how they have to put in parentheses, it's not Revan, who will join Republic players on their mission to protect a hidden Jedi base, and a deadly commando who will aid Imperial players in their mission to destroy it. Over the coming months, we'll bring you more details about the planet and offer more insight about the conflict. So this is what I was the most pumped about, because I'm obviously more into story content than Ops. I do like Ops as well, but I was really pumped about this. This seems really cool, because I can't wait to get back and get through like the expansion stories.
Knights of the Fallen Empire.
Yep, Fallen Empire and
Eternal Throne.
Yep, thank you.
And then you'll do Iocath, which is awesome because that planet looks like a Dyson vacuum.
Really?
Yeah, it's all machines.
Huh.
And then so you get through Iocath, and then you do a few flashpoints, and the flashpoints are awesome.
Yeah.
And you have to do them solo.
Okay.
And they take probably like 45 minutes to do solo, but they're fucking great. When you finish the storyline, you're going to be like, wow, this is an awesome game. Even if you just play this game for the story, which that's what a lot of people do.
Yeah.
It's unbelievable. So I'm super excited for this.
This seems really cool.
The thing that, I saw on Reddit, I've seen in all the Discord chats, people are like trying to figure out what planet it is. I don't want to know. Yeah. I want to be surprised. When they
I like surprises.
Because I've read all the comic books.
Right.
And so when my ship takes me there, and I land, and they say, oh, welcome to blah, 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 I'm going to be like, oh my God. And all that, like...
Nostalgia's going to flood back in.
Right. All those old memories are coming. But, again, here we go. Here comes the new storyline. This is kicking it off. Welcome. We're finally getting something. Yeah, we had a summer of PvP, Debbie Downer. I'm not a PvPer, but I still played it,
right.
And it was great what they did, and I enjoyed it, but now we're getting back to the roots, and I'm really, truly holding, I think it's Casey Hudson, or whoever the head of EA is, or maybe the head of BioWare, said that this is going to be the biggest year for SWTOR 2019. So if that's the truth, man, I'm getting pumped for it.
Yeah, that's sweet.
So,
They're starting off well, and this isn't even in 2019 yet.
right, and so a new daily area, which is great. So it'll be a lot like Oricon, which you haven't done that yet.
Right.
And so in Oricon, there's a daily area, which were your missions, your first time your missions, and then you ended with an op at the end of it. So I'm thinking it's going to be something like that over time.
Sweet.
But all of this is just sounding awesome.
Yeah, it's setting up for more
Yeah, so
going forward.
in the live stream, they basically said this is like the beginning of the prelude to the expansion.
Oh, that's
so they're going to have some
like
prelude.
6.0.
Yeah, 6.0. So they're going to do a bunch of, prelude stuff to lead you up to the major story.
Okay. Sort of like Ilium or something like that before the...
Yeah, before Shadow of Revan.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just like it. And that's what I mean. So it's so great that they're diving in, and an expansion is coming. No matter what's in the expansion, it's hard not to get excited about a game that you love and know that more content is coming.
Yeah, that's the best.
Because, 8 months ago, people were wondering what the hell was going to happen with this game.
Right.
And, and I understand, BioWare's, the SOTOR dev team is probably pretty small right now.
Sure.
Because they're working on that Anthem game, but holy shit, they've clearly been working on some shit for a while. If they're about to be dropping in an expansion and, getting us ready for this. So this shit's been worked on for a while.
Right.
I'm excited.
I am too. This is what I'm most excited for. So, the next section says gameplay and quality of life. It remains our strong belief that having a quality experience every time you play the game is as vital as new gameplay. We've started refining many areas last year and have continued adjusting our systems. You'll notice a variety of enhancements to weapons, armor, PvP war zones, guild systems, decorations, Galactic Starfighter, and more on a continuous basis over the coming years. With this roadmap, we are announcing the availability of a Master Mode, Gods from the Machine, targeted for release with Game Update 5.10. We expect to make it available for testing on PTS in September. For those who love a good challenge, we'll be offering some of the most difficult boss fights ever experienced. Players will be rewarded for their efforts, but they should come knowing even the smallest of mistakes can lead to disaster. We are also developing additional operation content, and we'll discuss our plans in a future roadmap.
Can I just jump in?
Yeah.
Confirmed.
Right.
We're getting a new operation.
That's awesome.
Fucking confirmed.
Yeah.
So again, we're getting another operation. We're getting story content. They're fixing PvP.
Yeah. And they're committing to continuous enhancements along the way.
Right, exactly.
Which I guess they kind of already do that, but still.
Yeah, but it's just the point. This is huge. And the Master Mode, Gods from the Machine, I'm probably never going to get to play it.
Right. Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
But for those people who have left the game because there's no Nightmare / Master Mode modes or all that stuff,
they're gonna get sucked right back in.
Well, maybe they don't come back, but they can't say, so many people are like, oh, they forgot about us. This year, they've forgotten about nobody. Right. Everybody has gotten something this year. So if you can't say, oh, they didn't give me what I like, fuck you, they didn't.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
you're being overly picky if that's the case.
Well, there's nothing to be picky about.
Right.
If you're like, oh, they didn't give me the PvP I wanted. Come on.
Right.
Come on.
Yeah.
But anyway, this next part is going to be crazy.
So this fall, we're also adding the next tier of gear for your characters. Tier 5 gear is different in that you'll only be able to craft it from schematics. More information to come on how you can acquire these new schematics.
Not happy.
Not happy about that?
Well, I'm happy about the new tier of gear.
Yeah.
I'm not happy that it's crafting because I don't craft.
Right.
I'm like the laziest MMO player ever.
Yeah.
I don't craft. I don't do conquest.
Yeah.
Everybody, I'll give everybody the materials and they'll make me the stuff that I need.
So for crafting, do you have like a craft? I've never crafted anything.
Yeah.
I'm chilling with my 242 gear, something like that. I have 2 pieces of that, and then the rest is 230. But yeah, I know people are cringing who do ops and stuff.
Well, you could, if you did ops, you could
get more gear and get better gear.
We could do one run in one night, and you would be full 36 gear. But anyway, we're getting off topic.
So this crafting. So do you have to level up your crafting in order to craft the tier 5 gear, or once you get the schematics for a tier 5 piece of equipment, then you can just go and craft it?
Well, you have crafting levels.
Yeah.
So let's say if your crafting level is 600, you can make this piece, but the only way you can make it is if you get the schematics or the blueprint.
Okay.
To know. So you have to get the schematics to say you need 50 of this, 10 of this, 1 of this, and 1 of this.
And then you still have to go get the components.
Correct.
I see.
And so, but here's what they don't tell you is, okay, so they may drop the schematic only in Master Mode Ops.
Oh, right. Okay, yeah.
Which I think, I think they'll have to, that'll be one place, but I think, like, they are going to have to drop it somewhere else, like maybe flashpoints or here or there, and it, like, drops 1 in 100.
Yeah, like a low
yeah,
chance
so
or something
it
like
forces people who do Master Mode Ops to get them.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And those schematics are going to be huge. And then probably whatever you need to craft, it's going to be a lot.
Right.
So we're 248 gear now, so I'm guessing it'll be a 250 gear.
That's what I'm assuming. If it's tier 5, probably 250.
Yeah.
Tier 4
and
is
it's not, they said it in the live stream that it's not going to be available on through like the command crates. You will not be able to get this stuff through that.
Okay.
Which again is kind of cool because it's not up to RNG. It's up to you playing the content.
Right.
Or crafting the content.
Which is pretty cool. I think that's cool.
I think it's good.
So, where were we? It says, it's still under the quality of life stuff. It says, we're also focused on substantially improving the overall experience for guilds. Starting with Game Update 5.10, we'll be releasing a variety of guild features, including heraldry, progression system, management, communication, and other general improvements. Guilds will also be able to challenge other guilds directly in PvP matches. That sounds awesome.
Yeah, so you can it'll be AIE can go against Bad Feeling and just have
dominate.
and have a friendly match against them, but have fun and like it brings the community back together. Why do I love to talk about the game? Because I want everybody to come play it with me. This right here is me. Right. That paragraph made me so excited because that's what I'm about.
Right.
Like, I do my ops, but it's mostly about playing with people and bringing new people in and bringing new people to the guilds and communicating with them and having fun. Like, this is fucking great. I can't wait.
Yeah.
And as I think they're gonna talk about it. I think
they do break it down a little bit more later. I'm just trying to remember.
Yeah, so they did. So we're gonna stay tuned because I'm going to go fucking apeshit hostile when we start breaking down all the little things they talked about.
Right.
But this is fucking great. Anyway, so the schedule says...
here's the plan for the remainder of this calendar year. Fame and Fortune Game Update 5.9.3 is scheduled for mid to late September. This update wraps up the summer of PvP. We're not locking down an actual release date until you've had a chance to give us feedback on the Vanden Hutball Warzone, available on PTS now.
Which is great, because they're letting you test it.
Right.
They're going to say, okay, it's ready to release, so then hopefully when it releases, there's not many problems with it.
Right.
Thank you, BioWare.
Smooth as butter, yeah.
Right. The people that really play PvP are going to play it on the PTS like crazy.
Right.
They're going to find the bugs because they're, me and you go into a PvP match, we're just going to run down the middle and be like, oh, it's great. But the guys that are a sniper that want to find that deep, dark corner that can snipe the ball from the ball holder from here.
Right.
They're, oh, shit, I'm floating in the air right now. There's a bug.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
So I think that's great.
I think so, too. It says Jedi Under Siege Game Update 5.10 is scheduled for fall 2018. Go ahead.
If I had to guess, I'm guessing it's coming last week of November, first week of December.
Right. That makes sense.
Because it'll be late fall. Because if they're saying mid to late September for 5.9.3,
you got to give it a couple months before.
Give a month or so.
Yeah.
I would say maybe I'm gonna, if I had to guess, late November, first week of December.
Right. So then they give a ton of stuff that they want to do for Game Update 5.10. It says, our end-of-the-year update has new activities, new storyline, and many improvements to SWTOR. Here's an overview of some of the key highlights included with Game Update 5.10. New storyline based on the old rivalry between Sith and Jedi. Multiplayer, which we went through a little bit, the new Jedi planet and stuff like that.
Well, no, what they're saying is, so have you started Knights of the Fallen Empire?
No.
Oh, you haven't started that?
Negatory.
So basically, what happens is...
I think I'm still in, the Hutt Cartel.
All right, so you're in Macab. So right now it's Sith versus Empire.
Right.
But eventually it goes to not that. And I'm not going to spoil it for you.
Okay.
But they're bringing that back, which is great because they're... it's the core of the game.
Right.
And I think they veered off of it a little, which the story was great. I had a great time. I actually enjoyed the shit out of that content.
Yeah.
But now they're coming back to, the base game,
right.
Republic versus Empire, which is great.
Okay. So they also say they have multiplayer gameplay, including a new daily area, and master mode for Gods of the Machine.
Yeah.
Which we talked about. Crafted tier 5 gear, make your own top tier gear after obtaining rare schematics, and new crafting materials.
We talked about that.
The guild improvements.
Here we go.
Oh, sorry, this is out of order. System improvements, progression system. The new progression system that allows active guilds to customize and improve their experience the more they play. So
that is great.
Yeah. That's
so
cool.
Basically, they're going to make legacy tiers for the guilds.
Right.
So as we're playing more and more and more, we're probably going to the guild will rank up and things will maybe hint BioWare. Why don't you give us shorter spans to do the guild summon? So when we summoned you to somewhere.
Oh yeah.
But once I summon you, I have a 20-minute cooldown. Maybe as the guild ranks up, it goes to 19 minutes, to 18 minutes. You know what I mean? That would be an awesome improvement. Holy shit!
Right.
BioWare. I just gave your answer,
right, more content.
But also, too, it shows, hey, how active is your guild? So then, at the same time, if Nick is new to SWTOR, doesn't know me and in it, and he's on Korriban, the starting planet on the M side, and you're getting guild invite after guild invite after guild invite from all these rando guilds, right. You can inspect them to say, well, what's their guild rank?
Right.
Or hopefully there's something that says, okay, this past week the guild logged 1,000 hours.
Right.
Or it could say, this guild logged 10 minutes. And you're going to be like, well, they're not really fucking active in the game. Why would I join that guild?
Right. Right.
So I think that's just step one of awesome.
I think that's a great job. A great improvement also. Mm-hmm. It also says that we're still under guild stuff. Heraldry, which says you're going to just personalize your guild. I'm not entirely sure what that means.
So I don't really know, but it sounded to me like somebody's. So if I'm there and you click on me,
yeah,
and it shows the guild that I'm in, AIE,
yeah.
And you can click that tag and it'll give you maybe a little summary about it.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Maybe a 3-sentence thing. So in my thought, first thing that pops to my head is the first thing that somebody should say when they see AIE and SWTOR is Star Wars The Escape podcast.
Right.
Done. Because how many people listen to a podcast and might hear Max and Seema say, oh, AIE-guild.org, all that stuff, but that doesn't really register. But then when they're in game and they say, Marcus, oh, holy shit, I just listened to the Escape podcast. Click. I want to join that guild because that's what they do.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
That to me is a person, personalizing the guild. Other than that, maybe making your own guild flair,
right?
Over your head, in Destiny they have.
Oh, that'd be cool too.
Yeah. So for their clans, you can have your own custom logo above your head. That would be cool too.
Yeah, I would like that.
Yep.
So it also says PvP challenge system. Create custom Warzone, Arena, and Galactic Starfighter skirmish matches, and track your record against other guilds. That'd be pretty cool because then we could just whoop on Bad Feeling Guild all the time.
Or anybody else.
All the guilds.
Well, I'm terrible at PvP because I'm the Marauder. I'll go in, when we did the free-for-all.
Yeah.
So there was, say 12 of us in one area and everybody had to kill. Well, I died. I was the first to die.
Really?
Well, I don't have any,
healing stuff.
Yeah, I don't have any of that. And probably because everybody was just well, let's get Marcus. And then everybody, let Max, live. I'm like, you guys need to kill Max.
Right.
He's healing himself right now, and they just were fighting whoever, and then Seema whooped his ass, and It was great.
That sounds great.
So anyway, but tracking, great. So
let's see. Conquest improvements. It says supporting the new guild features. That'll...
cool.
Yeah, whatever.
Cool.
Management / communication improvements to guilds. Inspect tool. Potential members can review guild profile and information.
Awesome.
That's pretty sweet.
So
you mentioned that before.
yeah, like I've been talking about this for a while. Like if there was a way in the game to say, okay, Nick just joined the guild.
Right.
Okay. But then there's a tab inside our guild window where I can see that you're the new guy. I can message you and say, hey, welcome to AIE. You need any help, let me know, even though I'm not smart at all this SOTOR stuff. But,
right.
like, I can help you the best I can, or I'll probably find somebody that actually has the answers for you.
Right.
But the other thing is...
Well, you did that for me, literally.
Right.
Like, when I was looking for, the rotation for my Juggernaut, you're like, oh, I don't know what the fuck to do because I'm a Marauder. But... I know Dent does, so he got me in touch with Dent, and then he helped me.
Right. Well, friend of the show.
Friend
Shout
of the
out
show.
to Dent.
Yeah.
So, but the biggest thing for me is then I can say in that message too, once they reply, if they want to,
right.
Hey, here's our Discord information. Come join in on the chat.
Right.
We may not be in voice all the time, but our chat in SOTOR, like the SOTOR channel, is active. Crazy, like.
All the time.
Yeah,
I had to shut it off because it was my pocket was just buzzing all the time.
All the time. And that's what I mean. So we want people to be interactive because who's to say the new guild member Nick really wants to do ops, comes to mandatory fun nights a few times, is blown away by it, and then Death Star Troopers needs to fill in, and Nick fills in. Next thing you know, he comes a more active fill in,
right?
And then somebody has to leave because of their job or something like that.
And
next thing you know, Nick is walking into the spot because he's filled in and the team likes him and all that stuff, or her, whatever.
Yeah.
So I think that's awesome.
I
think I'm most excited. Can you tell the passion I have for this right
the
now?
inspect tool and all these new guild improvements.
Just the guild stuff in communication. I'm so big on communication.
Yeah.
I may not have a lot of time to play the game or communicate with everybody, but when I'm in game, I want to communicate with everybody.
Right.
That makes sense.
Yeah, 100%. Let's see what else we got. So they're also going to put in logging. So logs and display a wide variety of guild member activity. That's great. Just like you were saying, you can actually go see who's active, who's not.
Right.
Yeah, which guilds are active and stuff like that. Who's doing what. That'll be sweet.
Well, it's going to be huge. So you have a guild member that, if you're ever at your max limit, you can find out, oh, Nick hasn't logged in 6 months.
Right.
Well, but Jabronius wants to join the guild, but we can't let him in because this. Well, I'm sorry, Nick, you haven't played the game in 6 months. Maybe you will come back, maybe you won't. But if you do come back, we'll invite you again. But right now,
well, we're kicking you out. Yeah, deuces.
We're escorting you out.
Escorting. Member mail. Easy way to send a message to the whole guild.
That's just great.
Yeah.
So if we're doing an event, I can type up hey, Mega is, Saturday, September 22nd.
Blah, blah, blah.
We're doing pod racing on the fleet. Come join us.
Right.
There's the plug for it. And mail it to everybody.
Right.
And whether you get the mail or not, I can send it to everybody in the guild.
Right. It
That's
gets
great.
more people involved.
Yes.
Let's see. Member banned by legacy. Allows removal of members based on their legacy. See, that I don't understand what that is.
Okay, so if you're an asshole,
yeah,
and your toon name is Cardboard Box.
Oh, I see.
And you're an asshole, and
Yeah.
the guild kicks you out, and you create a new character named Box Cardboard,
right?
And you join the guild, and then you're an asshole again, and they keep kicking you out, but you keep coming back because they don't know.
Tunes, yeah.
Now it's based off your legacy name, so now the guild will be able to say, oh, legacy name, plastic bottle
yeah,
is bad news for the guild. Don't let them in, blocked.
Right. Okay.
That's great.
Yeah.
Because there's again, there's all those bad people that are just like, there's no reason to be
the same
toxic.
type of people that are in the chat for the live stream.
Yeah.
That's what you're
Toxic
saying.
people.
I get it now. Let's see. Increased rank cap. The number of guild ranks will be increased, which is cool.
So basically, every guild has their own thing, like, citizen, apprentice, Jedi, master.
Right.
Your ranks.
Yeah.
Where they're increasing that, so now you can be citizen, Padawan, apprentice,
Jedi Knight,
stuff like that.
Jedi
And I'm not
Master.
saying I'm not
One
saying
with
we're
the
doing
Force.
that. I'm just saying like they're adding more tiers.
Right.
Which whatever.
So also in 5.10, companions are going to be returning. So one of the companions coming back is going to be Doc. Jedi Knights will be able to reunite with the galaxy's most lovable, charming, roguish, brilliant, skilled, and above all, handsome Doctor. It says in parentheses, Doc actually wrote this intro himself. Also coming back is Nadia. Jedi counselors? I'm going to go with counselors. Will be rejoined by their former Padawan, who has grown into a skilled Jedi Knight in her own right. Also, Jaisa. Sith warriors will be able to reunite with Jaisa, provided they turned her to the dark side. What up? In her own original storyline. We're still tracking down light side Jaisa, and we'll let you know if we can convince her to return. But that's awesome.
No, it's fucking terrible.
No, dark side is the right side.
No, it's not.
Yes,
the light
it is.
side is the correct and peaceful side.
No, if you're gonna be Sith, you gotta be just bad to the bone.
No, that's absolutely not true.
Dark side Jaisa is happy Jaisa.
So I think they have it done.
Yep.
Because Charles Boyd said in the live stream that, there's a good chance that it's coming back. But he's not sure if it's going to make it in this update.
Oh, I see. Yeah.
Just bring it back. Like,
yeah.
Maybe I'm the minority that played Lightside Jaisa.
I think clearly.
Clearly, because they're doing Darkside Jaisa, so where's Lightside?
Right.
I mean, she was so nice. Like, she's like, I can't believe you want to, defy the Dark Council and go the light side of the Force. And I was like, honey,
yeah, because that's what you should do.
No. Yeah, you gotta
Dark
be
side.
different. No, light side. Can't you feel the light shining on me right now?
No,
it's not dark in here.
I can feel the hatred surging through me.
No, that's such a fail. Anyway.
Peace is a lie.
No, it's not.
And anyways, player communication. As you've read over the past few months, particularly on the forums, we really do want to discuss game changes with you. We are listening and take your comments very seriously. For example, the addition of the apartment-style overlook in the Rishi Stronghold was directly an outcome of your PTS input. We will be communicating many of the improvements planned for this fall and will have an open dialogue about what to expect. Without breaking the storyline, we plan to make gameplay features and changes available on the PTS so we can make adjustments prior to the launch of Game Update 5.10. We'd also love meeting you in person, so join us at Star Wars Celebration in Chicago next April 2019.
Boomba! I'll be there.
I will not because I didn't have enough money to buy tickets when they were on sale. I was a little short on cash at the time. But Marcus will be there, so if you want to go meet Marcus, go to Star Wars Celebration.
I'm just going to say, that's the most cop-out fucking answer ever. Because if you were like, dude, I just don't have the money right now, can you spot me and buy the tickets? I would have bought your fucking ticket and you could have paid me back. Oh. So that's a fucking cop-out. But it's okay. It's okay.
We can get into that dialogue at a later point in time.
Yeah, once we're not recording and I'm kicking you in the ding-dong.
Right.
Anyway, so in Beyond 2018, as we roll into the new year, we have a ton of exciting adventures planned for you and your friends.
We're not ready to discuss the details yet, but you can be sure the conflict between the Galactic Republic and the Sith Empire is going to explode into a full-scale war that will draw your character into battle on new planets, where they'll fight alongside and against many new and returning fan-favorite characters. Thanks, everyone, for your continued participation with Star Wars The Old Republic. Keith, lead game designer, Star Wars The Old Republic.
So, we just broke down this fall roadmap completely.
Yeah.
I'm just as excited about it as I was before we talked about it. I'm actually more excited.
I'm more excited now, for sure.
Yeah, because let me ask you this. Does it make you want to go play the rest of the story content so you can play the new content?
Yeah, honestly, this is extremely motivating. I was kind of like, okay, I'm going to go play Spider-Man. I'm going to go play God of War. I'm going to go play Detroit Become Human or whatever. And I'm like, I kind of had put in the back, I had subconsciously put SWTOR on the back burner.
Yes.
But now I'm like, okay, no. I want to get this done so I can go enjoy this new content too. Because there's so much in front of me that I haven't even tapped into yet.
Right. And
so I think even for other people, this new game update will be motivating to, get back into SWTOR.
Well, you can skip Makeb where you are and do the Shadow of Revan. I would tell you to do the Shadow of Revan storyline because it's fucking awesome.
Yeah, I read all those
And you
books.
go
I
to
want to learn about Revan.
right, and you go to Yavin 4.
That's pretty sweet.
What are you guys talking about in here?
Find out next episode of
Working Class Nerds.